A wizard is never late. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Ooh, welcome to the Commander Smiths. Oh, you're muted.
We are the Commander Smiths.
Nice job. I'm Adam Smith.
I'm Lowry Smith.
And this is a special edition. Secret Lair Breakpoint. Hopefully we don't get hit for this. We'll see. See if we get no monetized. We'll see. Didn't do it before, so all right. So you muted yourself this time. That wasn't me doing that.
I did. That was my fault. My fault.
All right. So we have a new Secret Lair drop that is going to go off tomorrow. So typically we would do this as part of our podcast, but because it's going off tomorrow and it's limited quantity, that might not be still going by the time the podcast is live tomorrow night. So we're still doing the live podcast tomorrow night, but we're just getting this thing out right here. It's just gonna be kind of quick because it's just it's another. What do we got, Larry? It's another commander deck, right?
It is. It is a commander deck, double-sided. A lot of that theme in there. It's 5 colors, so it's gonna have a lot of cards in there. They're pretty cool because they look pretty cute and nice on that front side that we're seeing here on the video.
Yeah.
And there's only going to be the video. There's no audio. So
yeah. So that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
And this one's called Cute to Brute. So the main thing with all of these is
are they like mean on the backside?
Yes, that is exactly what it is. Each one of these has a mean side to them. It's kind of sweet cool that it flips over like that. And then actually, if you check out the prismatic bridge, they mentioned this. So it's all this on the panel. Oh, good for us. I should get to that button.
Oh, yeah.
We were at the Magic Con in Minneapolis, and we got to see this live.
Oh, good for you.
And what they mentioned is all the little baddies that are in the prismatic bridge are actually all right here. They just brought them over here. So it's kind of a little sweet Easter egg there.
Very cool. Yeah, I was paying attention to this the whole time.
No, you were Mr. going through bulk.
Just ignored Adam for an hour.
Yeah, I was like, hey, this is a Secret Lair. Hey, they're talking about Secret Lair stuff. I got to watch this. So that was pretty entertaining. So there's a couple different changes with this Secret Lair drop. One, they're only limiting you to 5 copies of this, and they've upped
I would only want one anyway.
Right, but they upped the price to $150. So the last one, which was the coin flip deck, was $100. This one, they popped it up a little bit. The value, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go through these cards, and then we're going to kind of give you the breakpoint to tell you where roughly all this shakes out and how many it would cost if you wanted to buy more than one to break even and make profit from that point forward. So that's our breakpoint. So yeah, that's what we're going to do here, and hopefully help you guys decide if you're going to buy it tomorrow. You might want to get on right when it pops up because, like I said, limited quantity.
This is
so
9 a.m. West Coast, so 11 o'clock Central.
I think so.
Is that what we're saying?
Let's see. I don't know why I did the circus music.
Nope, because we're a circus.
I'm trying to see all this stuff. So this is all the fun stuff you get, though. These are double-faced, double-sided tokens there. Okay, so there we go. May 8th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So, yes. So that is going to be 11 o'clock Central time. And so 12 o'clock for your East Coasters there. So, all right, Lowry, let's kind of break down the 5 first. So they're following the similar style in the coin flip deck. They had 5 flip cards as well. and those are your main ones. And then the rest of the deck was just like normal, so normal cards. They put a little.
Do we know if there's any extra foils added into there?
Ooh, that's a good question, Lowry.
Because the flip coin tech was like half-ish foils, right?
Okay, so I think it let's see, 42 double face. You'll find non-foil reprints. Okay. And the double flip car or double flip lands, DFCs. Cute to brew. Yep. Okay. So the only thing I think is going to be is the 5 are going to be in foil. But they also have, and this is what they did in the coin flip one as well. They have 5. Each one of those is going to have the hard border. And I don't know if they'll do a full art like they did with Zender Split and Okun. The cool thing about these was they matched up. Let's see if I can get that. Okay, so blue to blue. So if you put those together, makes a little picture there. So that was kind of cool. That was like in the regular cards, but these are harder cards, so they're a lot cheaper.
The thicker ones.
Thicker, yeah. So I mean, you would probably just use these as your commander. But yeah, so we have these 5 as the main showcase, the ones that are getting the cool new art and all that stuff. But then we're
saying 150 for the deck. That's what it's going to be.
Right.
Okay.
All of these 5, I mean, what do you think about these 5 here? Because I
think they're very cool, very usable, very pretty, different art. I think that part right there is a home run. Those 5.
Yeah, for sure. I like that it has completely different, like I like the cute to brute, because it is like you have oh cute, and then the whole other side just complete dark. But yeah, this is
mean.
This looks pretty damn sweet. And then the little cool little other Easter egg they talked about at the thing was in the Nicobolus, the Ravager one, is you see you got Ugin sitting there, and then when you flip it over, Ugin's at the foreground right here with Nicobolus back here. So it's kind of a cool little Easter egg thing. So okay, so we got that. We got the 42 double face card. Can you read all this, Larry? You could probably go through and read that.
53 single-faced reprints, 15 double-faced tokens, 5 double-faced display cards, and those are the thick ones we're talking about.
Yeah.
And then display cards are non-foil printed on, thicker construct. Yeah.
So yeah, those are the main guys. There are some. Oh, you have the goldfish pulled up. Should I flip over to that side, or do you?
No. I mean, you can just kind of go through, and then I can.
Okay, so we here's kind of our. I'll just kind of go over everything. I don't want to go over each thing, but I'll just hover over stuff.
So those are the 5.
Yeah, so
and those 5 right there. I mean, do we want to talk about value at this point, or do we want to do that kind of at the end?
Well. How do you want to do that? We can do the 5 to give you an idea. Well, let's do the numbers at the end. Let's just go through the deck really quick.
Yeah.
And then we can do the numbers at the end.
Sounds good to me.
So you got a couple of the planeswalkers. We didn't get all of them though. I noticed that. We only got, I think, 3 out of the 5.
That's all right. I mean, Casima's not very good. Jace is awesome for sure.
Yeah, Liliana's good there too.
So Liliana's also quite good. I'm happy about this one.
The Valky.
The Valky, because I didn't get that one, and it was expensive. It was like in between 5 and 10.
Yeah.
So Voltaren Pariah, Chandra.
You know what? Maybe we don't just go through the whole 100 because that's just going to waste some time. So we'll have the deck list listed below, but just so you guys can kind of look at it. I mean, basically, we're just trying to keep this pretty tight.
And so, what's the value in those 5?
Okay,
that you're thinking.
Oh, and really quick, we do get all 10 pathways, which is
all
really
10
sweet.
pathways.
All 10
flip
pathways.
Lands. So very heavily flip card based. I think somebody was going to try and push for like a master set of flip cards, and this might have been what it ended up being.
Oh, that's a good point.
I can see that because this has a lot of good flip cards. There's stuff from Ixalan in here that didn't necessarily need to be reprinted. Not the high priced ones, but in between 5 and 10 and used, they seem to be in there. So
yeah. Okay, so like you said, the first 5. So those I kind of rough estimated with those is kind of like what we do with the Secret Lair stuff normally. For these being special flips, these are going to go for a little. the coin flip, I'm not basing it off of exactly how those did, but those are a good indication of how all these are going to go. So all of these, the minimum price I'm thinking is $20 a card. I mean, you could probably get it cheaper right when all these get shipped out.
Right.
But you got to remember, this is going to be a limited print run. Unlike, I don't think the coin flip one was limited. Maybe it was, but it was for sure you could buy as many as you wanted. So that's the difference.
I wouldn't anticipate this taking a year to get to you.
No. Oh, good point.
I think they've planned that out and they've learned their lesson a bit. And that's why it's limited. And
this is print to, like, as soon as you buy it, they are sending it out within like a couple weeks. So it's not waiting a month. It's not waiting 2 months. So we're getting this pretty dang quick. Okay. So of the 5, really Nicol Bolas is our big guy. Like that one could range. It's going to be at a minimum of 40. Nicol Bolas is quite expensive, but it could get up higher than $60. Like that's the versions that we have out there. And I don't know, this one might be the premium version because it's kind of a cool, it's a cute and it's the cool card. That also with our commander, which is Asika.
I think we've done this bit before.
God of the Tree. You can hit the button. Kid can't even read. So
Kid can't even read.
Thank you. So I think this one is going to sit around $40 as well. The other versions of that, the foils, the showcase ones were about $40. So this will be your premium version. So altogether with the 5 is 140. So you're almost to the 150 just with the 5 cards. Then when you add in the double face cards, from my experience with these, and like I still have them because I haven't sold out of them. I did sell them at a higher price early on right away. And then it slowed down, but these are going for about 10, if not maybe a little bit lower. So I think.
Did you check what they were currently?
I did not check currently what they're sitting
at the beginning when it was really hot and not out or delivered yet. Yeah. So 10 at the beginning potentially.
Well, at the beginning, yeah. Because I was selling 2 of them for $20. So yeah, $10. Yeah. So you're probably around that 30 to 50 range for a total of the 5 of these, of the hard whatever. So, and then cards over 10. There's only 2 of them besides the 5. And one of them is the Jace. This Jace here.
Bryn's Prodigy.
And then our Guardian Project, which would be an enchantment.
Who doesn't need more of those?
Yeah, that's at $14 at this point. The difference, I will tell you this, they will have the, and I think they point that out, they will have the mystery booster, the list symbol, the little planeswalker symbol right here. Okay, there we go. See that? So some sites don't know how to archive that. So I'm going to give you a little warning on that because Cardsphere does not. Here is a stack of cards from the coin flip deck that Cardsphere still doesn't know exists. And same with Goldfish. Like they don't even put a price up there. So with cards that have not been printed in the list before, those sites have some trouble. But Card Kingdom does have a good, their system's up to date. So I was able to do a lot of buy list stuff. So, okay, let me get back to it. So I had 2 cards. Then we have between $5 and $10. There's 18 cards in here that are between 5 and 10.
That ain't bad.
So that gets you $90 right there. And the other 2, by the way, was 41. And then cards between $1 and $5, you got 31 of those. So I did low ends of both of these, $31 on that. And when I say these low end stuff, you're not really selling those on eBay. I mean, you can, but you kind of lose out on stuff.
Right.
Maybe
that might be better in trades or like sell-ins.
Yeah.
Or just seeing the value. Like, again, if you don't have them, it's just nice to get them too.
Right. Exactly. Yes. There's a good, and that's what I did a lot with the coin flip one is I took the foil lightning greaves and I was like, well, I'll just get rid of my regular lightning greaves and I'll keep all the foil ones for all my decks, you know? So it upgraded all my, to show off
fabricate
stuff.
And stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
So things that you're going to keep multiple copies of was really nice. So, okay. So all said and done, if you just take the main stuff and you're looking to sell, you're looking at $231 before fees, and the after fees, that's minus $45. Your breakpoint's a little higher, but that's not counting the low end. So everything that's below $10, I didn't count in it. And so your breakpoint's actually 5. If you're only counting the main stuff, because you got to take off the fees and all the shipping and all
everything.
that.
Yeah.
So
5 seems a little high.
yes, that is a little
Then
high.
what I would say, like, hey, go deep.
Right. But if you do add in, which you should, if you do add in the lower stuff, that's another $121. So that gets your the value up to $277, and that's after fees, because I already minus the $30 fees for the under or 121 or for the cards under $10. So then that brings you to a breakpoint of 3. So if you buy 3 of these, you'll get the 1 free. But I want to put this little caveat in there is if I'm buying this, the only things that I really need is there may be a couple things I'm missing. I think I have, let me hit the button. I think I have everything in the main deck.
Oh, good for you.
So
I'll do it too.
Oh, good for you.
So I wouldn't need any of these extra cards that are down here because I already have all of these and they're in binders and stuff like that.
I'll do it again.
Oh, good for you.
So personally, what I would be doing is I'm keeping the 5, keeping the tokens, keeping the hard, these, as collection stuff. And then I'd sell the rest of the deck. So I think your breakpoint could get closer to 2 if you're just looking at keeping the 5 main Secret Lair stuff.
That's true. It depends on what you're paying. So if you just buy 1 and you trade off everything other than those top 5, it sells itself, right?
Yeah. So
technically, if you don't want anything other than those 5 flip cards, and you just put a little work into it,
calculator. Yeah, that's the
it
other
could
part.
Potentially pay for itself.
The little work. Yeah, it's 137. So you'd be 15.
Be close.
Yeah, you'd be with
close.
Taxes and stuff. Probably about $20 short. But then you get all those. You pay $20 and you get all 5 of these, and you sell the rest.
With you're saying a little bit of work. And here on Goldfish, they're saying that the total deck price is going to be like its worth is $317.
Yeah.
And that's probably, they're including everything.
Right.
And that you shouldn't probably count everything. And also when this comes out, prices will dip for some of this stuff. So it makes it harder to get because everybody that wants it is probably going to get it.
Yeah.
Other than the people that want to buy singles, and not having foil version within the deck might make it a little bit tougher. So I wouldn't count on 317, but I like your numbers. They seem a bit more accurate. Like the pathways will hold value.
Right.
And there's a bunch of flip cards in there that are hard to reprint. That's why I think they fit in a lot of flip cards here, because it goes with their printing and the price of printing flip cards.
Yes.
If it's only, you can't just do one flip card in a master set. Like, you're just not doing that. You need a sheet's worth at least.
That's a good point too. Yeah.
So
I overall, I think this is good value. If you're willing to sell the other parts, you got to put some work in. That's the thing with the coin flip deck. I'm almost at even after buying 10 of those, and I have barely sold any of the main, like the 5. Like, I have those high price because I'm like, okay, these will get there eventually. But I put work into buy listing. So that's the thing is if you have outs of trading them away, buy listing them, card sphere, something like that, you can get your value back in just the meat of the deck. And then, you could just buy the 1, like I said, and almost break even with just putting in some work. But again, limited quantity buying might be something that makes these be a little bit higher, and it depends. They never said how many they're printing, so that's another thing.
What's the number that they've done in the past? Like somewhere in between 10 and 15,000 units?
Maybe, yes.
That's the guess. With like, I think
Lair.
if we're like way back when they did when they were first doing the pre-sales with the Planeswalkers, I want to say that was around 12,000.
Yeah. That when they do limited, I think you're right. It's around
it's in between 10 and 15,000 units.
But when they let go wild and you get like a crazy one, and then you get like the Phyrexian, the Praetors.
Yeah,
those were 70,000. So that's
wow.
That's why those have stayed lower.
Yeah,
it was just 70,000 units were sold. So, but yeah. So overall, like I said, breakpoint 3 realistically, if you put some work into it, you could potentially get it down to a breakpoint 2. I'm definitely going to pick up probably 3. I'm probably going to try to get it so I get even with it. It is work. I will admit it does take some work to get you there, but you can get there easily with the.
I plan on getting one.
Yeah.
Oh, I like these cards.
Yeah.
I like what's going on here.
So, all right. Well, that was it. That was quick. If you guys are watching this podcast on Monday nights, 9:00. So tomorrow night, if you're watching this right now on a Sunday, otherwise we're live on Mondays, 9:00 Central. I think that'll do it, Larry. We'll catch everybody tomorrow with Malort and all that fun stuff.
Well, thanks for watching.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Should I hit the boobs?
Nah,
No.
you can.
All right. We'll just hit the
Be
boobs.
nice to him.
End of the camera.
I love boobs. I'm talking tatas. I love boobs. I'm bonkers for honkers. I
We cheers in our
love
drinks.
boobs. Thanks for the memories. I
As well.
love
Gotta hydrate.
boobs.
Oh, cover. Nope. There.